Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of More Sports. As always, I'm your host, Devin Moore. And today with me, as always, I have Kyle Crump from the Random Hour. And Kyle, do you know what?
I think I'm lost. I thought I was banned
What are you talking about?
because I keep being like, "Hey, we should film this. We should film this. We should film this," and then nothing. Absolute nothing from you. And so I just assumed I was blocked from More Sports, and I tweeted about it. And then immediately after I tweeted about it, you post an episode, and so I'm surprised I'm allowed here.
You're not banned, bro. Uh,
It's not what the Twitter says. It's not what Blue Sky says.
oh, dude, I gotta log into Blue Sky. You think you got blocked?
Yeah, I'm assuming I got blocked from More Sports. Clearly, this is the first time I've been on in ages. Considering I'm like, hey, Devin, I've got this great idea for More Sports, and you're like, I see your idea, and I'm ghosting you, going ghost.
Anyways, yes, Kyle, we are doing one of your ideas. And if you clicked on today's episode, Sports Talk, as
I didn't click on it.
you joined it, you're in it.
I don't know what to tell you. I have quality. I only listen to quality, so I don't listen to More Sports.
Ooh, burn.
Yeah, I only listen to Popcorn Buckets.
Oh yeah, that's great quality right there.
Yeah. Um. Meanwhile, I'm gonna sue us for therapy.
You're gonna sue us because you listen to
So I can get therapy.
You're gonna sue us.
Yep.
Well, I only got $5 in my bank account, so I guess I'll Venmo you.
Well, the podcast has got $3.09.
Does it really?
Quality therapy is going to be available.
You got $8 right there.
I know.
Better help. It's gonna help you.
BetterHelp's going to be like, you need somebody better.
You need somebody better than $8. Anyways, in today's episode, Sports Talk is I've got some interesting, funny, and educational sports TikToks for everybody here in the audience. So we're gonna play them for here, Kyle, and we're gonna talk about them, and then we're gonna move on. We got about 15 of them, about under a minute apiece, so shouldn't take too long.
So what I'm hearing, you want me to pander for 16 hours about bagels.
We did that one time years ago for 4 hours. I'm not doing it.
You know the sad part is that wasn't even planned.
I know.
I can do it planned.
No, God, no.
We've been getting into sourdough bagels, Devin.
Oh God, you and Hannah.
Mm-hmm. She don't know they're sourdough, but I was like, you know what? Let's try these sourdough bagels, and they were good.
I don't want to talk about sourdough bagels.
Cheesy bagels.
Oh, go on.
They're actually pretty good. Walmart grade value cheesy bagels are, I would recommend.
Y'all throw them in the oven or no?
I throw Hannah's in the toaster. Sorry. But mine I just eat raw.
Wow.
I'll throw on some like cream cheese. Jalapeno cream cheese is like my go-to, and I'll do that.
Wow. It'd be like that. But all right, let's go ahead and dive on in before this turns into 2 hours talking about cream cheese bagels.
I don't have a swim cap. Is that going to be a problem?
We're not doing. There's no swimming videos.
You said diving.
What?
Diving's a form of sports. You're the sportsman. I'm the nerd. I don't know what you're expecting from this dynamic. If I know more about your topic, then what are we? Just a mediocre sports podcast, nerd and sundries podcast, and movie podcast?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Check out our mediocre podcast, everybody. Yippee!
I like how you're just like, yippee!
I'm trying to kill the dead air.
All right. Here we go, Kyle. This first one is very educational. Are you ready? Well, make sure you can hear it.
Yep.
Because God forbid Devin can't hear it.
Is this about Russian sweaty men,
No,
or is this a different
no,
podcast?
this is a different podcast. There's not going to be any
Okay,
sweaty Russian men.
I'll take your word for that. The
Why do
first
you think
sign of a
sports shows look so
Russian sweaty
different than
man.
modern day ones?
I'm
I
out.
think it's because these
You're out. All right, can you hear it?
photos were shot on film, but the
I'm
real
gonna start
answer
over.
is actually cigarettes and
Cool. I feel like I should replay
So I'm
it.
assuming we're going to talk about this now.
You want me to replay it since it
I
buffered?
feel like you're good.
Works for me.
No. I was going to talk. Let me talk.
Go ahead.
Shut up and let a white guy talk. So,
Go ahead.
do you know why this happens?
Why?
Oh, wow. I'm by myself now. Well, I'm going to keep
Why
going
is this
anyway. First off, rip Audio Media, because Devin did not think about the consequences of doing a visual-based podcast. Almost like he didn't consider the word podcast. So I can roast him since he's not here. And he's my friend. But no, it has to do with how the light is interacting with the particles in the air. And so it's hitting the smoke particles in the air, giving it a blue hue. So yeah, that's basically how it worked. Okay, Devin, go on to the next one. Perfect timing. Hey, Devin, you ready to go on to the next one?
It like glitched out for me. But did you at least talk about it?
Yeah. I also talked about
sorry,
you a
it
good
like
bit.
glitched out for a second. But as long as you talked about it, that works for me. All right, let's see here. On to the next one.
Yeah, but you didn't get the interesting science
Well,
behind it.
The people at home can get it. Let's see. I'm trying to do all the educational ones first.
I'm going to be honest with you. Since you're here, I'm going to
Go
just give you a brief summary. It's like a fog machine. It's how the light hits the particles in the air.
Okay.
Yeah, and how it interacts with the light and like either casts a shadow or absorbs the light, causing like it to be dimmed. Oh my gosh, Devin, the One Piece!
I found it.
Piece is real!
Dude,
Rip headphone users.
dude, dude, when you sent me this, I was laughing at the commentary team so hard for this one.
Oh.
Ready?
I guess we'll have to roll the clip for that one.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Let me go back to today's
We're going
episode.
back to the poop.
I heard Monkey D. He didn't say Luffy, he said Luffy. Monkey D. Luffy.
Are you ready for some interesting information?
Yeah.
ZOLO versus ZORO. What's the difference?
What is the difference?
So in Japanese, Zolo and Zoro are the same thing because the L is pronounced as an R. So it's Ruffy and Zoro.
Really?
Yeah. So in the manga, it's still ZOLO versus the anime ZORO.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It has to do with Japanese pronunciation.
Okay.
So there's a chance that Luffy was actually Ruffy.
Ruffy.
Luffy. Luffy.
Hey, you got to give him credit. At least he knew what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Maybe. Hopefully.
Me or the announcer?
The announcer.
Oh, I don't know about him.
That he sounded like he knew what he was talking about.
He probably had it like on a sheet of paper,
You think
ready to go, and he's like, "Tugging subject, kill dead time," and we would never do that here at More Sports.
Oh yes, we will.
Hold on,
But
man.
anyway.
I'm reading the thing you emailed me. Yeah, we would never do that.
Yes, we
At all.
would. Yes, we would. We
Yeah,
totally would.
the sheet of paper that you sent me also says that.
We'd always stall for time.
Yes.
This show is run by two idiots with a podcast. Thanks for listening. All right, you ready for the next one?
Yeah. I mean, we got to keep going with the two idiots with a pod. Oh my gosh, it's more baseball.
More baseball. Which is fitting that this is coming out in June.
Boyfriend or girlfriend sucks, but you don't know how to end things, then you should talk to this guy on the Seattle Mariners. Meet Cal Raleigh. You can pay for him to break up with your significant other. See, his nickname is the Big Dumper, and he originally got that nickname from a teammate who thought he had a huge. But the Mariners took his nickname to a whole new level.
I also thought he had a big butt.
Dumps your boyfriend or girlfriend on the jumbotron.
Oh my god, he has an email address?
Kind of like the opposite of a marriage proposal at a baseball game, which is
What's the email
pretty
address, Devin?
harsh, but hey, sometimes
Let's
you
go
need
back. Hold
help.
up.
Also, the Big Dumper just signed
Let it
a
finish first.
It's
Oh.
kind of like the opposite of a marriage proposal at a baseball game, which is pretty harsh, but hey, sometimes you need the help. Also, the Big Dumper just signed a 6-year, $105 million extension. So even if your relationship is going well now, the Big Dumper will be around in Seattle for a while if you need his services. If your boyfriend or
Dude,
girl
if you need the big
List on
dumper,
the email.
new level, they offer a promotion.
should be
where Cal
right
Raleigh
here.
dumps your
Yep, here we go.
Big Dumper at Mariners.com. You know, I've been meaning to email one of my podcast co-hosts about like ending it. This would probably be a great way to do it.
Yeah, I think it should. Wait a minute.
They're really into sports.
Wait a minute. Podcast host. Is there another guy? Is it Jimmy from accounting? Don't fire Jimmy. Don't fire little Jimmy. Please don't fire him. Please don't fire little Jimmy. Little Jimmy, no. Is it me?
Jimmy is definitely fine.
Is it Betsy that does our baking and our baking tutorials?
Stop naming people. I think you know who it is.
No.
Spotify.
Oh god, dude, you ain't lying. All right, here we go. We're changing it up from the old American pastime to the world's favorite pastime, the old football. Ready? Also, this right here, Kyle, can you see it?
I don't know what's happening.
That is terrifying.
That looks like our podcast in 5 years, where it's you and me.
You grew out a mustache?
I grew a beard and I went bald, and you are eating some sort of flag for some reason.
Oh god, this is our future.
What if I told you that after Germany's 7-1 thrashing of Brazil in the 2014 World Cup, the adult website Pornhub had to step in? Fans began uploading highlights from the match with explicit titles. And this prompted Pornhub to tweet, "Please stop uploading the game highlights to Pornhub. Our public humiliation category is full. Hashtag Brazil versus Germany."
Well, I mean, that's a thing. How bad was the thrashing, Devin? What was the score?
7-1. I remember this.
Yep.
Bro, I remember this.
Hold on. Whoa. Hold the phone on more sports. Did you watch this on Pornhub?
No, I did not watch this on Pornhub. I remember when this was breaking news back in 2014. It was during the Brazilian World Cup.
So you're telling me you weren't like holed up in your room like, I'm gonna have time. You whipped out your computer, you started vigorously typing, and you're like, Brazil.
So you think I just magically typed on the hub, because I don't want to get demonetized, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. So you think I typed in on the hub public humiliation, because I just want to get public humiliation. Brazilian public humiliation, because I just want to be humiliated in Brazil. and that
I
just
didn't
popped
say
up.
you wanted to be humiliated. That seems like something you need to talk about with your wife, though.
Dude, you caught me. I just like it when she public humiliates me.
I want to go back to before this clip because I don't know where to go now, but I am uncomfortable and I don't want to be here.
Is it icky?
It is extremely icky. It's almost as icky as holding hands, if not equal to.
Are you glad Hannah's at tutoring today?
Yeah, premarital hand holdings, icky.
No. Ah, Kyle. Look at there. There it is in all its glory.
Wieners!
Dude, the Wiener 500. Did you actually watch this?
I didn't. I figured you were going to.
I
'Cause I
did.
know how much you like penis.
Dude, this was a great marketing plan, right?
Uh huh.
But, dude, it was so bad.
Wait, did you actually watch this?
Yes, I actually watched this.
Okay, please continue.
Dude, it was about 8 wiener cars lined up, right? And it's an oddly shaped vehicle. Okay, and we all know because of the science, you have to go a certain speed and diameter of these NASCAR tracks, right?
Yeah.
Or you're gonna fall, or your car's gonna slide off and hit the barricade down the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, when I'm telling you it was wiener to wiener the whole time, it was wiener to wiener the whole time. Like barely anybody passed anybody. I'm like, okay, on paper this is a good idea. It was just, oof. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But please take off your hats, as this is a special national anthem. Are you ready?
Hold on. Did somebody die in the wiener thing?
No, they're gonna sing the national wiener anthem. Here we
Did
go.
a wiener die?
A wiener did not die.
Huh?
Here we go.
500. Oh, shit.
Here we go, Kyle. The Wiener 500.
If I were an Oscar Mayer wiener, everyone would be in love
With me.
What's happening? What's she doing right there?
blowing the weenie whistle.
Oh, my God. That is perfect. All right. Have an incredible Memorial Day weekend. They're doing national anthem for the week.
All right, Devin, you ready for my intake?
I am.
It's not where you think it's gonna go.
Go ahead.
So, being in the Bible Belt, I told you this is not where you thought it was gonna go. My family was like really big in like the Oscar Mayer wiener thing.
Yeah.
We had like a 6 foot long Oscar Mayer wiener mobile stuffed animal.
No way they made that?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
I promise you it was a thing. We also had we had so many Oscar Mayer wiener whistles. It's crazy. My mom would be like, "Oh my gosh, check the news! Check the news! The Oscar Mayer wiener mobile was spotted here," and I'm like,
Wait,
"That's
your
great,
family,
Mom."
your
Yeah.
family would look for the Oscar Mayer wiener?
You know what's weirder is that we saw it a good bit. I mean, it's not a lot that I saw it as a kid, but I at least saw it 3 times.
I've seen it once or twice, maybe 3 times too throughout the years. But
And it's mostly like going down the road, and she's like, "Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! The Oscar Mayer!"
RIP to headphones users.
That's great, Mom. I see it. It's a giant wiener going down the road.
Why you say it's just a giant wiener going down the road?
I don't know what you're expecting me.
Oh man, but I don't know, man. You know, I'm not a big hot dog person, so Megan's been craving hot dogs during this whole pregnancy, so it's
The baby's gonna love hot dogs. I hope you know that.
I know. It'll be okay.
See, when my parents got divorced, me and my mom made chili dogs all the time.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
actually ate a lot of Oscar Mayer hot dogs as a kid. Now that I think about it,
I wonder why your mom was excited for the Wienermobile.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, man. But Kyle, are you ready to learn some fun facts?
About wieners?
No, about baseball.
Oh.
Why'd you say, oh?
I don't know. I just thought we were gonna learn more about the Wienermobile.
No, we're not going to learn about the Wienermobile. But since we always do a fun fact portion of all our shows.
You know what? I got you. You want to know how hot dogs are made?
No. God, no, please.
Fine, I concede this time. You're safe here on your podcast, but on Popcorn Buckets,
Oh, no.
I bring the reckoning.
Oh, no. Oh, man. All right, you ready to learn some fun facts? And this is
About
actually-
triangles? I love geometry.
That's why I brought it, just for you. Today's portion is very
Okay.
educational. All right, here you go. Let me just back it up just here.
Is the triangle. It's 420 feet from home plate, the furthest point on the field, and its tight corners mean that any well-placed hit will bounce around long enough to secure a likely triple. It's the bane of outfielders everywhere, and by everywhere I mean only Boston, Massachusetts, because like many horrible things, the triangle only exists in Boston. Fenway Park, the home of the Boston Red Sox, is the only MLB field shaped like this, and it's the only one to feature the triangle. But it's not unique in its uniqueness. In fact, all 30 MLB stadiums across the country are completely different. They have different sizes, different shapes, and yes, even slightly different rules.
No
But
rule.
why aren't there standards governing the size or shape of a ballpark, and how do they keep the game consistent when the stadiums aren't? Well, before we get into the very weird ways that the MLB deals with this problem, it's worth explaining why this sort of problem is unique to baseball. Just as an example, let's talk about the standards that your average NFL field has to meet before a bunch of very large anthropology majors can concuss each other on it. As laid out in the NFL rulebook, every single NFL field is exactly 120 yards long and 53 1/3 yards wide, with goal lines established 10 yards in from each end line. Within 72 hours of any game, they measure the firmness of the field and then measure the depth of infill, that carcinogenic confetti stuff, in 40 different places to make sure that the ground is perfectly level.
Oh, okay.
The fields are regularly tested for moisture level, grass coverage, and even the strength of the grass roots to ensure that every NFL game, with very few exceptions, is played on an essentially physically identical field. And similar standards apply to pretty much any professional sport you can think of. That is, except for baseball. The reasons for this are complicated, but that's why you've got YouTubers like me to simplify it enough that everyone who actually cares about baseball will absolutely eviscerate me in the comments section.
That's fine.
Basically, baseball is old. It's the oldest professional sport in the United States, apart from shooting British people, and as such, it's carried with it some quirks of the past. When baseball stadiums were first being built in the late 19th century, Americans hadn't yet realized that they could all be living in really ugly, identical housing developments in the middle of nowhere, and were forced to live in tightly knit, walkable cities instead. As a result, baseball stadiums were being built the only place that they'd be accessible, in city centers where they could be reached by foot or horse or Flintstone's car. The problem with this, however, was that urban land was limited. These
My
stadiums
mom
were being
had
built
one
in
of
the
those.
middle of pre-existing neighborhoods and designed
A
around
Flintstone car?
complicated municipal infrastructure. So
Yeah.
much like an insecure NYU student, these parks had to get really weird to fit in the big city. These were later dubbed jewel box parks and were known for their unconventional shapes, two of which are still in use today, the previously mentioned Fenway Park and Wrigley Field in Chicago.
Yeah, I knew Wrigley Field was designed differently. There you go, Kyle. What you think?
I'm surprised because they recently redid the Truist Stadium. So there was. Do you remember that?
I do. You talking about SunTrust?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that briefly. And dude, me and Caleb went there like 2 years ago for a game when they won the World Series. It's so pretty. But
See,
I could see it
I'm
there.
from that area,
Uh-huh.
so there was people were pissed off. Like it affected so much traffic.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but I am also one of those people that were angry because the traffic was so bad for the construction.
Dude,
Like it affected Metro Atlanta so much.
are you kidding me? Trying to go there on game day? You just the problem
On
is,
game day, try living there.
dude, game day is terrible. I can't imagine living there.
Try living there.
I don't want to.
Yeah, the traffic was awful. Yeah, it's really cool to live near a baseball stadium until there's a game.
Until there's a game,
Yeah,
and there's 163 games a year. So
Yeah.
So you already know half of that's home. So
Yeah.
that's brutal.
Yeah, it affected traffic so much. The construction was so slow.
Oh, I
Like,
bet.
like it was awful.
I
So, yeah.
bet. I bet.
This is Momo, by the way.
Let me see Momo. Momo! What's up, my Momo? Oh,
The One Piece is real.
all right, here you go.
Has just been announced with none other than Spalding, coming in 3 brand new and honestly pretty nice looking basketballs. But before we get into the information about this collaboration, be warned, I am going to have a pretty intense confession, potentially a hot take during this video. This collaboration is going to see 3 brand new basketballs with one of the largest American sports manufacturing companies in the entire world, Spalding. Which, fun fact, Spalding is nearly 150 years old. This collaboration highlights 3 characters featuring 3 different devil fruits. Of course, Luffy and the Gum Gum Fruit. We have Ace and the Flame Fruit. Love to see it. And potentially my favorite of the 3, Chopper with the human fruit. On Friday, July 4th.
Ooh, July
There are
4th.
rumors to be additional merchandise included in this collection, which honestly I believe. Each basketball will retail for about $43 US. You guys already know the bad news. At this moment, it is slated to just be a Japanese exclusive. Yeah, I know. And trust me, I would buy all 3, okay? And time for my hot take, and I'm just going to say it as it is. The best official One Piece basketball has already been made. And honestly, it is right here. The official Laboon basketball.
Laboon? Who's Laboon?
Seriously?
Yeah, which one's Laboon?
Laboon's the whale. Before they cross the Grand Line?
Oh, okay. I'm not there yet. I'm on episode 85.
Okay.
Listen, it's a hard watch sometimes. I'm still in my Chopper arc. Oh, dude, you see they showed Chopper for the live action?
Go.
Dude,
Chopper's my favorite character. Hold on a minute.
Do. Boo. Wait, what am I doing? I can just go ahead and pull up the next one, damn it. Let's see. No, let's do the middle one because that last one's gonna. I want to end on a funny note. Yeah, we'll do this one.
Okay.
Please hold.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah, the One Piece is real.
Yep.
The One Piece is real.
I got Gear 5 Luffy.
Wait, you grabbed the One Piece hat and just your pop figs?
Maybe. Here is a Gear 5 Luffy as well.
Wait, why'd you buy 2 Gear 5s? Or they're different ones?
They're different ones.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you had eyes, you could see that.
Well, I just saw Gear 5 and I was like, really?
Yep. And then here is my Chopper. Hannah got me this one.
Yeah, I remember. I think we were recording that day. I think we had an interview that day.
We did.
And
I was like, I need to talk to you now. What One Piece Funko Pops do you have? And I'm like, I don't have any. She's like, Biff. And she hung up on me.
Oh, you really didn't have... Oh, yeah, you never did have any.
No.
Oh.
I was trying to save money.
Oh, that's sweet. Your girlfriend tries to buy you One Piece.
Yep.
Nice. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not like the Ace basketball. That one looked extremely lazy.
The Mera no Mi?
Yeah, that one looked very lazy to me.
See, I didn't like the Chopper one.
You didn't like the Chopper one?
No, because it's supposed to be like a mushroom.
Uh-huh.
And so, like, it doesn't fit as well.
Dude, well, $43. I was like, sheesh.
You gotta get on the way. You have that money.
Sheesh.
What are you in middle school?
I teach in middle school, yes.
That explains your maturity level.
You don't know half of it.
I actually do. I've known you for like 10 years.
Sheesh.
One of us is very immature, and the other one is just a really big nerd.
Gee! All right, you ready for the next one?
I think they can figure out which is which.
You ready for the next one?
Sure.
Lily, what are you doing? There's nothing there. Dude, wrestling?
He's. Oh.
Look at the terror. Look at the terror. The terror that is Hulk Hogan. I mean, just look at him, bro. He looks rough.
Yeah, I see that. Whitebeard's based on him, fun fact.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah.
Hulk Hogan just debuted.
Dude, I like here on the side. You see Hulk Hogan, Trump and Hogan. I'm just like, ooh. All right, you ready?
I guess.
Here we go. His new Hulk Hogan just debuted a new look for his new wrestling venture.
A new look. The 71-year-old appeared on Fox and Friends to promote his new sports venture, Real American Freestyle Wrestling. But it was his appearance that hit the headlines. One concerned viewer wrote, "Tell Hulk Hogan his face is dirty. Clean that soot off." Another said, "Does anyone believe this is Hulk Hogan?" A third added, "Hulk Hogan giving off woolly willy vibes this AM on Fox and Friends."
I forgot about the Willy Willy vibe one.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. What do you think of his new look, Kyle?
It looks like he just didn't want to shave and like kept the dyed bit, the chopper,
Yeah.
and he just kept that. You know.
The screenshot did him dirty, and I forgot when I watched this. Somebody's like, "Yeah, he looks like the Willy Willy toy," and I'm just like, "Does he not?" I was like, "Dude, that's great. That's why I wanted to share that with you."
Yeah, I shared it with you, didn't I?
I think we shared it with each other first.
Yep.
All right, we got two more left. Wide buffers up.
I can keep the hat on for two more.
Lily's barking at me because she's. Oh yeah, this one right here. We're staying on the wrestling train. I actually want to DM this person. I gotta DM this person. This would not be a dull episode. All right.
Is it lagging?
No.
Well, you already got to edit, so I mean.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Lily. All right, can you see it?
No.
No?
Oh my gosh, it's just wieners.
It's not just wieners.
And it's not like penises, it's just Oscar Mayer wieners.
We're done with the Oscar Mayer
Dude,
wieners.
you got a fetish.
I have a fetish for Oscar Mayer wieners.
Yeah.
No, but this is this is the wrestler, the Think Dan the Dad, and this commentary is great on this one. You ready?
Yep.
Dan the Dad grabbing the fist of Invisible Man here, looking for a spanking.
That's for the back talk.
Working over the Invisible Man.
Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Kyle.
The belt.
Uh-oh.
This. Now this
It's
is
pulling out the
tough
belt.
love. Belt in hand, Dan the Dad.
Oh, it cut off right there. Oops.
I mean, so after Popcorn Buckets, we've watched a good bit of the Invisible Man movies. What are your takes?
I mean, I think the Invisible Man would have won that wrestling match, but that's just me. If it was the
I don't know if he would, though. That's the thing.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he gets really cocky and so I feel like he'd be a pretty good heel,
Yeah,
but I don't know if he would have enough to like finish the match.
I do agree.
Yep.
All right, last one here, and I
I
said
can't
the
tell
best.
if we were being serious for that or not.
Dude, I mean, I think the Invisible Man would make a good heel, but I think
He definitely would make a good heel. He would run out. He wouldn't win the match in most movies interpretations. He probably wouldn't win the match. Um, Invisible Woman probably could. I do agree with you on that. But check out legitimately. Check out Popcorn Bucket's Invisible Man series. We did a lot of their movies. They actually are surprisingly good.
surprisingly, yeah.
Devin. So there's a Florida Beer League hockey team with a hilarious sponsor going viral on their jerseys. So basically, when you want to guess what their names are, Devin?
Okay, I'm gonna guess. Is one of them Big Booty Judy?
I I'm not gonna lie to you. I really don't know if that's a stripper name or not. And I you would know more than me. So yeah,
Yes.
I really don't know.
Oh, what names are on the jersey?
Like pour sugar sprinkles cupcake. Stripper names.
Yeah, I'm a real hockey player. My name is Cupcake.
So basically, let me find the team name.
It's obviously the Florida Strip Club.
We don't know, but basically, it's a.
There you go.
I don't know, but basically, it's a small hockey team in Tampa Bay
Tampa
that
Bay,
is
Florida.
sponsored by a strip club, giving them funds to like be able to keep their league open, and so they allowed the strip club to have the jerseys names say stripper names.
It's a great video. Go check it out on TikTok. Just type in Florida hockey team stripper names.
It's not that interesting. I mean, I think we summed it up pretty well.
We did, but it's funny at first take because you're like, but I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, at least a strip club's trying to help out a hockey team.
Yep. Here's one that is making rounds right now as we're recording. What do you think about the guy that keeps a sledgehammer to warm up for like batting?
I saw that.
Yeah.
I thought that was, I mean, kind of makes sense, but at the same time, I'm like, really a sledgehammer?
You want me to go over the science as like the most professional person looking here?
Yeah, I want. Yeah.
So basically, as you're training more and more with that movement, the more weight and resistance that you're used to, you're gonna have an easier time.
Oh no, I lost him.
You're gonna have an easier. I really don't know if they can hear me when that happened. You're gonna have an easier time transferring that momentum to the ball. So you're gonna have an easier time on the swing, and so because you're so used to that higher amount of mass and gravity, you're gonna have an easier time hitting it, and you should theoretically be able to hit it further.
Nice.
So yeah.
Nice. Well, that's all the TikToks, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And as always, don't forget to follow Kyle Show, The Random Hour. It's our nerd and pop culture podcast where we've had some awesome guests come on the show. And go check those out. Those interviews have always been fun.
Yep.
And like we mentioned already, Popcorn Buckets is our movie podcast where we review a new movie every Sunday. So go check it out. Hey, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Random Incorporated. And hey, follow us on Instagram at Random Bucket Boys. We're on Twitter at Random Corporate One. And hey, we're on Blue Skies, The Random Hour.
Can I do a thing for the more sport or the random hour?
What you got?
So I like legitimate. We talk about nerdy stuff there, like legitimately, as you can tell by the things I just pulled out of my bedroom. We also have plenty of interesting guests that Devin makes me socialize with, which I enjoy in the end. But like, I get really anxious about socializing, so I'm like, I don't want to talk to people, and I'm like, that was a really nice conversation with a Australian bearded man who keeps sending Devin TikToks.
It's not my fault.
Yeah.
Not my fault I formed friendships along the way.
Hey, maybe the One Piece was the friendship we found along the way.
I swear to God. I swear to sweet baby Jesus in the major, if the One Piece is about friendship, I'm going to be mad for all the One Piece fans.
Thank you for being mad for me.
I will be super mad for you.
Yep.
That would make me mad. It's got to be something, bro. Like, even if it's like the Ark of the Covenant.
That wouldn't be the weirdest thing. Kuma does hold like a Bible or something. So,
dude, you know it was weird, and I didn't realize this until I was an adult. There's Christianity in Pokemon.
Yeah, they're like holding up a cross to a gas station. Like, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and Ghastly's like, who?
Oh. And then there was one where, dude, Pikachu in the Indigo League is such a savage. Pikachu's just like when it was the one where they were stuck on the cruise line or whatever and had sunk because of Team Rocket, and they were passed out. Like, they reeled them out, and they're like, oh no, they're dead. And Pikachu just went and just looked at Meow and said, meh, and just pushed Meow off. And then Meow came to, and he goes, rats. I was like, dang, Pikachu. Pikachu is such a savage.
Master of Disguise as well.
That too. All right, everybody, that's today's episode. Hope you enjoyed. We will see you next month here on More Sports, the sports podcast for everybody.
Even for me?
Yep.
Oh, you should reconsider that.